Hi guys, welcome to Mr. Smith's Kitchen. Brian, Mr. Smith Kitchen. Kind of self-explanatory, huh? So it's Wednesday, and I thought we'd do a dinner. This is going to be an easy dinner too. Very few ingredients, very little prep work. We're even using you can use a rotisserie chicken. I'm not. I went a little different direction, but that's okay. It's still something that it cooks for a little while, but it takes like 15 minutes to get together. I mean, it's that easy to prep up. We're doing gumbo. We're doing a chicken and andouille sausage gumbo today. And I thought, sounds really good. The weather's finally nice. It's not 900 degrees outside. It's a good day. Sorry, I thought I had something on my beard. And I thought it'd be a good day to make up a gumbo, something that can cook slow and just relax while we go do other things or just hang out and watch a movie. So, that being said, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Glad you found me. Hope you get something out of my channel. If you're returning to my channel, you are definitely a glutton for punishment, but thank you. I'm glad you're getting something out of it all the same. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Notification bell's right next to that. That lets you know when my videos come out, which is usually Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Sometimes I try to get an extra video in here and there, but not very often lately. A lot going on. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Greatly appreciated. Either way, does a couple things. Lets me know how I'm doing, whether you liked it or not, unless you're just being a jerk and, trolling me. But either way it goes, all those things get me onto the YouTube's algorithm and gets us out to other people's feeds, which grows our community. We're all about good food, good wholesome food. Nothing horribly healthy, but nothing unhealthy. It's all natural. But it helps build a community of good neighbors doing nice things for each other. So, comments. Don't forget to comment if you'd like. Questions, concerns, whether you liked it, whether you didn't like it, things you think I could do differently. They're always welcome. All I ask you to be polite. It's okay to be, have a difference of opinion. Just be polite when we do it. Think before you type, as always. So let's get down to the counter here and we'll get rocking on some chicken and andouille sausage gumbo. All right, hold on for me. We're down here on the counter. First thing you're gonna need is a stock pot of some sort. This is just a 4-quart stock pot. It's not a very big stock pot, but it doesn't have I hope, a whole lot of liquids. If it doesn't, we'll transfer to a bigger stock pot. Not a big deal. But like I said, not a lot of ingredients, not a lot of prep work. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our stock pot turned on, and we're gonna take 1 cup of oil. We're going to make a roux. That's the first thing we need to do. So with this roux, we're going to do 1 cup of oil, and we're going to let that get nice and hot, and then we're going to add some flour to it. So let's get this heated up, and then we'll add the flour and talk about things to come. Okay, our oil's bubbling. It's nice and hot. I gave it a test. So if you didn't know, if you take something wooden like this spatula here that's not been treated, it's just the wood, doesn't have anything on it. And I know you can't see it from there, but if you stick it down in there, the oil will actually start to bubble around the wood. And that's how you know you're hot enough for most things. You can also use a thermometer, but the wooden stick seems to work. So to this, I'm going to add a cup of all-purpose flour. And this is how you make a roux. We're just going to keep stirring and mixing this until it gets a nice nutty color and the flour is all dissolved and And yeah, I mean, I'll show you, but it just basically turns, you're making a paste, and it's gonna, like I said, get a nice, we want a little darker color, like a nutty color, maybe, not burnt. If you see black specks in your roux, you've burnt something and it's gonna leave a weird taste. So you want to make sure you're stirring constantly with your roux. All right. So our roux has gotten a nice nutty color, as you can see. And it's gotten fragrant. I can smell it. So the next thing we want to do to this is I'm going to actually take it off of the heat a little bit. That way I can dump some stuff in here. We're going to add 1 pound of andouille sausage. Now if you're buying the pre-made sausage like from the store, it's literally just 1 package of sausage. We're going to put that in there. Get that going. And then we are going to add our 1 large green pepper, 1 large onion, and 1 and 2 stalks of celery if I don't drop it all over the place. There is that. Then we'll get that stirred in, and I will get my mess cleaned up in the process. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes, so now we gotta add our garlic. And it's minced garlic, 4 minced garlic cloves. So we've got 1 large green pepper, 1 large onion. We've got 2 stalks of celery and 4 garlic cloves. Garlic is minced, celery and green pepper and onion are rough cut. Our andouille sausage is just sliced into thin rounds. Now, thin rounds can be suggestive. Add whatever you like, but we need to let this cook while we're continually stirring for about another 5 minutes. We don't want anything to burn to the bottom of the pan. That's important. But we want to get these vegetables well on their way to being cooked. I mean, we're going to let this cook for a while, so if they're not completely soft and all that, you're fine. I mean, this meal actually will take a couple hours of cooking on the stove. Alright, so we let that cook down a little. I want you to see this because it looks amazing already, and we haven't even put hardly anything into it. The smells that are coming off of this are incredible, and we only have a handful of stuff in there. So the next things we need to add to it is Creole Seasoning. I'm using Tony's, but you can use whoever you want. And it says a pinch or to taste, so I'm going to put about a half a tablespoon in there. And then we're going to add salt and pepper to taste. So once again, about a half a teaspoon of salt. Because we can always add more. You can't take away, but you can add more. And about a half a teaspoon of pepper. We're going to get that stirred in real good. Get that incorporated. That way we got some flavor in there. And then the only 2 ingredients we have left to add besides the chicken, the only 2 we're going to add right now, I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken broth. This is homemade chicken broth. You use whatever chicken broth suits your fancy, hands down. And I'm going to add 2 cups of tomato sauce. All right, and this is homemade tomato sauce. We just got done making up a bunch, which hopefully you'll get to see sometime in the next few days. Because we did a video on it. So that way you can learn how to make your own tomato sauce. It's really easy. Kind of a drawn out couple-day process, but you're not spending all day in the kitchen either days, I promise. Takes about 4 hours total, but you have to let it sit. So anyhow, what am I going to do now? Well, we're going to bring this up to a boil. We're not going to put the pot lid back on it, but we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it up to a boil, then take it down to a simmer, and we're just going to let this simmer and stir occasionally for about an hour. So here's where you get to go find something to watch on TV for a little bit and just pop in during commercial or something and give it a stir. So when I come back, we'll move on to the next step. All right, see you here in a second. So we've been an hour simmering. So we got 2 things left to add. First thing we're going to add is, and this is where the one recipe I saw called for rotisserie chicken, but I didn't want to do a rotisserie chicken. Instead, I took some chicken breast, about 2 pounds worth of chicken breast, and I took them out on the grill, and I basically kind of smoked them. I slow cooked them with some mesquite wood and a little bit of charcoal, and we're going to put that in there. But like I said, you could just as easily on your way home stop and grab a rotisserie chicken or whatever it takes there. But you want 1 rotisserie chicken or about 2 pounds of chicken breast, chicken thighs, combination of both. 2 pounds of chicken. Either way, any way, whatever you and your family think is the best, that's what you want. I wanted that mesquite flavor in there. I thought I would add to it. And I have been taste testing the chicken off and on now for about an hour. And it definitely has that mesquite flavor. So with that chicken, I'm going to throw in 2 bay leaves. Now, we're just going to let this simmer for about another hour. And that way everything will be nice and blended together. And we'll make up some rice while this is cooking and give it a try. All right, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so we got it down to the final hour, everything's done. I did taste a little bit of the broth for sauce. I should say the sauce for salt and pepper and seasoning. It's perfect. Don't change a thing on it. So let me show you what our end result was. Oh, right there we are. That is what we're about to put in our bellies. Oh, let me find you. There you are. All right, so let's go ahead and get this plated up here, and we will give it a shot. Now, like I said, we're having this with rice. You could have it with rice and cornbread, rice and regular bread, just rice. Yeah, depending on your fancy. Go ahead and get a little bit of this on here. Make sure we get a little bit of everything. And that's what we look like plated. I think it looks fantastic. You know, I know it smells amazing. The whole house smells just incredible. I can't wait to try this. It looks good. It smells great. Oh, there's my spoon. Now we just have to see what she tastes like, right? You know, and we'll be on like Flynn. I think. Ugh, my mouth is watering with anticipation. Now here, you have the first bite. What? Oh, okay. I'll eat the first bite then. Let me tell you what. That chicken, first of all, is fall apart. Just, oh, that's love at first sight. Hands down. And the Creole sauce, or seasoning, amazing. The sauce is like just a nice gravy that it just warms the cockles of your heart, so to speak. Yeah. That, hands down, it was a great gumbo. Made from scratch. Took no prep time at all. A little bit of cook time, but I was able to go out and do 1,000,001 things around the house while this was cooking. Even go sit for a little bit and watch TV with Chris and Sarah and Abby and, you know, who are sick, and relax a little bit and have conversation. Now I can go put this on the table with the rice, and we can sit down and have more conversation. It's kind of awesome. So, that being said, give this a try. For real, give this a try. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you use this exact recipe, or if you change it up, or you have a different gumbo recipe that you think is awesome. Matter of fact, if you have a different gumbo recipe, you can even put it on the Facebook group. We got Mr. Smith's Kitchen. And that way everybody will know how you make yours. And it'll be great. We can share it. Yeah. Just hands down. Recipes were always meant to be shared. You know, no matter what. They should just never be a secret. But anyhow, tomorrow, butterscotch pie. I think you guys are going to like this one. I could be wrong. I haven't eaten it yet, but it is made. So, I guess you'll find out tomorrow whether or not it's any good. It looks good, you know, but all that being said, so give this a try. Let me know. Yeah, like it, hate it, doing something different. Either way it goes, let me know. Until tomorrow for butterscotch pie, I love you. I love you very much, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really, with all sincerity. Tell somebody else you love them and you love them very much. Not only is that going to make them feel good, but you share this gumbo with them, they're going to think they are something special because they are. All right? I love you. I'll see you tomorrow for butterscotch pie. Talk to you later. Bye.